here, I'm going to click on number 2, which is add and change customer information. When I click on that, it's going to give me a full view of all the information that I'd like to see or change for this particular customer. Now this screen right here is actually, this is standard JD Edwards functionality using JD Cafe 1 to build this. So these are standard forms right here. This is supplemental address book information. And the form at the bottom right here, which is work with call management. That's also another module or another application within our call center management toolset. So within here, we can actually log calls for these customers. If we needed to see that, basically I'd click on this button right here. It'd pop this up into another window for me so I can work with this. Right here, I can see I've logged a few calls for this customer. So within here, if I go ahead and click on one of those calls, select them, I can see some various information about this call. So this same customer that I'm working with right now wants the salesperson to contact them. This was an actual logging of a previous call for this customer. Now, it's just a way to track some information. If I cancel out of here, I get taken back to the screen where I can see all available information for this customer. So within here, all the address book information coming through. We've got the customer number, the business unit. We've got the search type for the customer, whether it's a company, whether it's individual. Either way, when you're working with B2B, it's most likely going to be companies. Additionally, even if you're going to do B2C, you can have individuals within here also, which is actually still accessed through your address book, so that's slightly different. We also have the consumer database module, which allows you to differentiate completely, so keep your consumers in an entirely different database altogether that's stored in separate tables and managed completely separately with different applications also. As we go through, I was just going to run through the fields. These are standard fields coming through. You've got your pricing information coming in from the custom master, the tax information coming in from the customer master. You've got your address information right here, the URL for the actual company that you're going to be using because this is set up as a company. You've got your billing address type. So these fields, once again, so I understand that everything's being left open here. From a customer service point of view, you can tie this down. You don't have to make everything available. Just for demo purposes, we've left everything open so that you can actually have a look at what's available. But if you need to restrict that, you can do that also. As we move down, you've got your shipping instructions. And then you've got some notes right here, which is the notes we just saw on the left-hand side. So once we make sure everything is okay, again, we've got the category codes that have been populated within here. Now, this customer information has already been entered. This account's already been created, and it's fully up to date. So you'll get all this information coming through. Once we're good with that information, we can just can out of here.